All right, John, our local congressional members are keeping a close watch on the Russia-Ukraine situation. Both sides of the aisle are determined to prevent further Russian aggression.
And tonight, out of our nation's capital, some are critical about the timing of the sanctions President Joe Biden has imposed in connection to the crisis. Our Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp explains.
Following President Biden issuing sanctions against Russia after Russian President Vladimir Putin declared parts of eastern Ukraine as independent, Congressman Tom Reed says the U.S. should push it even further to deter Russian aggression.
As we're seeing invasion today, I would ramp up economic sanctions on the country of Russia. I would ramp up sanctions on the oligarchs who are behind the scenes. I would ramp up sanctions on our banking institutions upon which they're doing financial transactions, and I would take those off the table as much as we possibly can.
Biden says these sanctions will hit Russia's largest financial institutions and their wealthy elite the hardest.
But some Republican members say that these sanctions are coming a little too late, saying that the U.S. should have imposed them a lot earlier. However, Democrats are saying that the steps Biden is taking is appropriate and that it aligns with NATO's plan.
I think the administration handled this, given the Russian intentions, as well as it could be handled. They telegraphed in advance the punitive sanctions that would be applied if Russia invaded. I think it made sense not to enforce those sanctions before Russia invaded. If you do that, then Russia loses its disincentive. It figures, well, we've already been sanctioned, we might as well go forward.
The common ground between the two parties here is that Russia is at fault.
An attack on the Ukraine by the Russians is an attack on democracy.
This is when we stop our fighting as Republican and Democratic members of Congress, as well as the administration, and say, you know what, we stand united in our resolve to stamp out this type of aggression.
At the Capitol, Rachel Knapp reporting.
And members of Congress say if refugees flee Ukraine, they are prepared to have around $1 billion ready to help out.